Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to all you brethren preaching his word in all sincerity and truth. To the 144,000, the house of David, Shalom. It's the brother Dama Gabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson. Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, this is going to be a lesson from this video I came across from the Canadian prepper called Violence, Anarchy, Collapse, Get Ready. And, he brings out a lot of solid points in this video, and a lot of which we have been prophesying about in these latter days. A lot of things that we've been warning you, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites, and basically the whole world of the future chaos and anarchy, death, famine, destruction, and great judgment of the Lord, which is about to come, to a city near you. And mainly here in Babylon the Great, America, because this place has been, a lot of the people here in America have been very, very careless, man, very living very abundant lives, been living very carefree lives. The last thing on the average American mind is that one day all of this abundance and easy access to food and water and entertainment and doing every do as thou wilt, fulfilling every lust, the pride of all of these women, the pride of the men, the carelessness and the undisciplined and just the whole mind frame that America is always going to be this basket and carefree, full of food and water and substance, and just the joy of the whole world is never going to end. But as we know, these elites are ushering in, which is really through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This place is about to be cut off, man. All the bullshit and all the games are about to come to a screeching halt pretty soon, man. And it's all being manufactured right before your very eyes, man. And as we know, pretty soon this American dollar is not going to be worth anything. Everybody's bank account is going to be at zero. It's going to be a lot of power grid outages. The shelves in the grocery store is going to be empty. It's not going to be any gas to pump in your car. It's not going to be, the luxury that we have of just flipping a switch and constantly having electricity, or whenever you feel like washing your ass, you just hop in the shower and take the hottest shower that you want to take or the coldest shower that you want to take. Those luxuries are about to be stripped here in Babylon the Great, and a great time of perplexity and confusion and anguish and vexation and, desperation is about to be, gripping every single person here in Babylon the Great. And especially, those of our people who are not aware, who are not paying attention, who's not in tune with prophecy, and who's not covered by the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in these last days, man, are about to be tormented with great hell, man. And guess what? It's going to be the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. A lot of our people are about to suffer very greatly in these last days because of their pride and their arrogance and their lack in trust of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to play this video. I'm going to stop it here and there. I'm not going to play all of it, but I'm just going to play the main points that I wanted to hear, to show you that, all these things that we have been prophesying to you people about is right at the door. So let me play this.
Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. A man's morality is proportional to his access to resources.
Right, meaning in other words, which these people don't have no fucking morality. They're all a bunch of animals and beasts and, wicked individuals. But, as of right now, as long as there's still food on the shelves and some form of comfort to people, they're relatively, not even decent, but just, everything is cool, man. But once a person has nothing, once everything that, his luxuries and his, all of his amenities and all the luxuries that we have had here in America are stripped away, and these people are left with absolutely nothing and have to fend for themselves, man. That's when their true, their true animal-like selves are going to be presented, man. And it's going to cause a lot of people, man, to do things that they never thought that they could ever do, like resort to cannibalism, murder, kill, rape, abandon their family, man. Eat a goddamn rat, or whatever its desperation, calls for,
Repeat, a man's morality is proportional to his access to resources. A friend of mine, Rod Gil-Taca, over at the CCFR, said that in a recent interview that we conducted. What does he mean by that? Well, today we are going to be sharing some very, very disturbing thoughts about how the Western psyche is going to adapt or not adapt to the coming collapse of our way of life.
And you see, and a lot of these American people, especially our people, they're not going to adapt, man. First and foremost, they don't have the protection nor the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon them. So our people are totally in the dark about this. Now, they hear about it, but they refuse to accept it. They refuse to want to believe that it's true. They just go on with their delusional lives thinking that this place is always going to be the way that it is and that they're always going to have this, they're always going to have that. But when those things are, in the blink of an eye, totally taken away from them, they're not going to have the mental stability or the faculties nor the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father with them to guide them through these turbulent and these uncertain times, man. They're going to be totally just out here to be given over to their beastly and natural ways, man. They're going to be out here just reacting to shit. They're not going to be out here, in the spirit and the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but they're going to be out here complete like wild animals, man, which is why it's going to be the most craziest times that this earth has ever seen. Bless you. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, for the fear of Yahweh is his treasure." And our people don't have the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon them, man. They don't have this wisdom nor the knowledge of the Heavenly Father to know that these things are even, why these things are even happening to them. They don't even know who the hell they are as a people and as a nation. They don't know how to live. They don't know how to eat. They don't know how to, conduct themselves as, holy and a separate and righteous people that the Lord created us to be. Our people are just out here just living, just living moment to moment, man. Just reacting off of their basic natural instincts as wild animals. That's why when all shit hits the fan, they're not going to have the mental stability or the mental faculties to maintain themselves, man. Let's get this in the NLT. It says, "In that day he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure." You see, and that's what the men of the Lord and us hopeful elect, that's what we're going to have on our side to guide us through these times, man. That's why now we're spiritually prepping. We're spiritually getting our minds set for what the Lord's about to do in this earth in these last days. And he's going to guide us, and he's going to be, there for us, and he's going to perform miracles. He's going to allow his angels to intervene in particular situations that we might find ourselves in, man, to get us out of harm's way, to give us food, to give us water, to put the spirit on somebody to, lend us a helping hand or give us a ride or provide us with food or shelter or whatever we may need to constantly, endure these times.
That I believe is well underway, and I don't believe that's just a belief. I think that that's empirically substantiated as well. What he means when he says that is that when times get hard, when resources diminish, when there's not enough to go around, people's morality that they've pedestalized and prided themselves for the longest time is going to diminish. They're going to do whatever it takes to survive, whether that means thieving, committing violent acts in order to acquire the things that them and their children need in order to survive. And I'm not going to fault anybody for doing what they need to do to stay alive, but a lot of people are under the impression within our society, and this is the fundamental reason why a lot of people don't prep, that they will never do such things, okay? Because we have this haughty-taughty sense of morality here in the West, which is unjustified, in my opinion. We look to the so-called autocracies and authoritarian regimes of the East, the dictators of the Middle East and the warlords in Africa. We look at them like, we would never do such a thing. The reason why we are so civil right now is solely due to the
Let me tell you why I gave up on it. At times, I didn't know what I could do, and I couldn't keep up with my macro. So that's why
civil right now is solely due to the abundance of energy and cheap stuff.
See, that's like I said, Jake is somewhat normal because, You have the luxury of turning on the light switch when you're in the dark, turning on the tap whenever you want to take a bath or drink some water or do whatever. You have the luxury of just hopping in your car and taking a trip, going to the mall, going to the beach, putting gas in your car, buying this cheap, inexpensive food, going to the dollar menu. But when these things are totally stripped away and it's only going to be so much of that, so little of that left, people's mental state is going to change, man. And the perfect example I can give is look at these people on Black Friday, man. Look how they act in those stores when they know that there's only so many items that are on sale and that are cheap, that are that cheap, and that they're only going to be able to grab, man. You see the animal and beast-like nature that those people resort to inside of those stores, man. And that's just, a small example, man. People go in there, they'll beat each other brains out for a TV. They'll trample an old lady and kill her for a goddamn air fryer, or just to get that brand new deal, or to get something for 65% off. How much more when there's no food, there's no water, there's no easy accessibility to their daily wants and needs, man. These people are going to resort to all manner of violence and death and murder and, all type of shit, man. All right. And this is what the Lord said is about to happen in these last days, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And that's talking about America, man. You see all this abundance, all this, easy access to things. When that shit dries up, man, these people are going to absolutely lose it. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know how to operate, man. They're going to resort to those animal-like nature, which is take what I don't have, kill what I will kill somebody to have what I need or what my family needs, man. Nigga will kill you over, over a loaf of bread. He'll kill you over some boots if you don't have no shoes. He'll kill you over a jacket because it's cold outside and he don't have one. So how much more with food and water and milk and things that pertain to him surviving, man? It's going to be completely off the chain here, man. And this is why it's going to be so hectic, because it's going to catch a lot of these simple ass people and the average American off guard, man. Like a lot of these other countries, these third world countries, these countries around the world, like Brazil and, South America, Jamaica, and other particular third world countries, they've been living, they haven't been living this decadent, easy, accessible, highly abundant lifestyle, man. So that's why, when they're hit with situations like that, they're a little bit more stable. They can cope a little bit better because they've constantly been living in that state of, not so, of not having so much, not having all these things easily accessible. So, they're not going to so quickly turn to being just, to that animalistic nature, hey, especially a lot of those countries, especially like in South America, they can go pick some fruit. They can go do this. They know what it's like to, have to, go out and get you some water and get you some food, from the land and from the earth. That shit don't happen here in the States, man. People here are mad comfortable and they're mad used to, this abundant place known as Babylon the Great. So when these things happen, man, you're truly going to see the ugly nature of a lot of these people. That's the scripture tell you. It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, and when every man heareth it, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies." Right. And what's something that can cause that? Hunger, the lack of food and water and shelter and stability, can cause your best friend to turn on you, man. It'll cause, somebody who's starving to look at their baby like a goddamn pack of chicken, man. It says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." And we can see how these elite are already prepping this, man. All of these meat manufacturing factories going up in smokes, the harsh weather, the drought, all these farmers being told not to farm anymore. A lot of these animals being slaughtered, a lot of the chickens being killed because of so-called bird flu. A lot of the high cost of fertilizers and, the war in Ukraine is stopping a lot of the wheat that America would get from Russia and other parts of the world. Their supply chains being, weakened, and not so they're not moving as much. There's a lot of factors playing into all of this, man, but it's all going to lead to massive famine and massive drought, and those store and the sown places appearing unsown, mainly here in America, man, because this place gets everything imported. A lot of the majority of the stuff gets imported, and the food and vegetables that America does produce is getting hit with drought. And you see the drought going on all over across the states, man. Farmers are not farming right now, man. Crops that are usually in the ground around this time, they're not in the ground. They're not being watered. They're not being grown, man. You see? So shit is getting crazy. It's getting set up to get this bad as I'm reading right now. That's going to cause friends to fight against each other like enemies. You see? It says, and whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world, which is the elect, which is why I read Isaiah 33:6. The wisdom and the knowledge is going to be the stability of the time of the elect. The Lord is going to prep us and guide us through when all this hell breaks loose, man. When these people are out here at each other's necks, when the concentration camps are open, when the military is out here on the streets, when it's curfew, and people are starving and dying to death, guess what? The Lord said his servants are going to eat and be merry. But the rest of you are going to sing for sorrow and vexation of spirit. Mainly you Israelites who we're talking to. You see? But you can see, man, hey, all these things are vastly approaching. And it's literally going to happen because prophecy says so.
The finite pool of cheap energy and resources becomes smaller and smaller. Societies will move from freedom-loving democracies to autocracies and authoritarian regimes, to dictatorships, ultimately descending into civil war, tribalism, lawlessness, and complete collapse. Once that well runs dry, you're going to see a whole different animal. And I want you to consider something else. We, in the West, and by the West I mean any G20 country basically, we have the highest rate of taxation, we have the most amount of debt, okay, we use the most amount of energy per capita, something like 30 times the average person in India, 100 times the average person in Africa. And what do we have to show for it? It's not like we're producing things in fact.
Right. That's why I said, people, even myself and other brothers, you don't really have any idea like how much energy you consume on a daily basis, just having the luxury of just flipping the light switch and having light. People in these other countries don't have that luxury like that. They may have it every once in a while, but for the most part, there can be days to where they don't have it. Like I did a video a couple of days ago over there in Pakistan. They're rioting because they're dealing with 15, 16-hour blackouts, man. Like I said, hey, this place has psychologically fucked a lot of us up, man. Even though, we came here, we served our captivity, we got our ass whooped, Esau's the devil, we're still on the bottom in the society. But being here in America, man, this is the most richest nation the earth has ever seen. This is the most abundant nation that the earth has ever seen. And even though we on the bottom here, hey, even the average homeless person lives better than the average person in Pakistan or in India or in one of these third world countries, man. A country where a homeless man, bro, over here where I live, bro, it's a whole community of homeless motherfuckers, man. And they out here surviving, man. They can sit out there with a sign. They can probably, hustle up a couple of dollars a day. If not, they can easily go into the back of a baker's or a back of a grocery store, or back of a 7-Eleven, and find a whole goddamn meal, whether it's whether it's a sandwich, whether it's some chicken, whether it's some French fries, because this is the only place, not the only place, but here in America, it's known for just people will take one bite out of a hamburger and be like, oh, they put pickles on it and just throw it away. Or they'll, get some food and, they may not like the way it tastes, or they might like it and eat half of it and just throw it away, man. These stores will throw away pounds and pounds of food just because it's one day past the expiration date. And if a bum is, walking behind those stores, man, hey, he can feast, man. He can eat for days. You can go through the dumpster and, and find you a whole goddamn meal. That's here in America. So this place has psychologically fucked a lot of us up because of this, the abundance. So can you imagine when that in one day is just totally just turned off and these people are not going to have a habit like that anymore? What is it going to do to their mind frame and to their psyches, and what is it going to cause them to do when desperation, when it gets so bad that, they're going to resort to doing all type of shit that they never imagined themselves to do. And these are the times that we're entering into. This is why, repenting and coming back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to be so vital in these times to come. It's going to be the strength of salvation. You know, the strength of, you know, a matter of life and death, man. And 2/3 of our people, man, still ain't got a clue, but they're gonna get one.
No, it's not like we're building spaceships. No, we're, building fast cars. We got virtual reality headsets and all other manner of conspicuous, wasteful consumption. We are among the most polarized and divided in the world. We're on the brink of what many people think is a civil war. We are the most entitled generation within an entitled society on the whole. We have the highest rates of pharmaceutical dependence, and when those cargo ships start coming in from India with the medications, we're going to see what the result of that is going to be.
Right, and I'll say that all the time, man. Imagine when these people can't get their fix, man. When all these people who are daily using opioids and different medication to deal with the everyday hardships of life, those pills run out. When the alcohol stops flowing, people can't drink away their problems. People can't pop pills to help them get through the day. When grandma can't get her insulin for her diabetes and all these other medications that people depend on to survive, just stop coming, man. You can imagine the amount of death and confusion and just complete and utter chaos is going to be taking place here in Babylon the Great, man. And that's why when I think of it, man, you got to praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that he don't take the spirit from you, or he don't take you out of this truth, and he don't put the spirit of a reprobate bug out on you, because you are finished, man. The scriptures ain't say for nothing. It's going to be a time like there's never been since there ever was a nation, man. So bad that Michael's going to have to stand up. The angels are going to have to intervene and help the elect when all of this shit is going on, man. Because, you know, and when that gets that crazy, anybody can be a potential fucking maniac and a potential cannibal and a potential life and death situation, you know, in these days that are coming. And that's why we've been telling you women for so long, oh, you, man, you going to get, you going to, all you proud ass women. That's why, man, let me get this. Y'all better humble the fuck up. And y'all better humble y'all asses up, man. Because the times that are coming, especially like the guy was saying, who's the most entitled and the most proud and beneficiary, and who benefits the most off of this abundant and decadent society? And abundant society is you damn women, man. You benefit the most off of it, man. You benefit the most off of Babylon the Great. This place has been caters to you, man. And you see the pride that's oozing off a lot of these women, man. They got so much pride on them. It's not even funny, man. You know, the pride. You know, the pride of these women, man. You know, it goes hand in hand with being here in Babylon the Great. So can you imagine when this place is turned off? All of that abundance, all of that ass kissing, all of that pampering, all of this, high-mindedness that you have had here in Babylon the Great, because it allowed you to do whatever you want, say whatever you want. Make as much money as you want, be a whore, be a goddamn demon all day, every day. When that whole thing is shut off, the type of hell that's going to come to you women, man. That's why you women better humble down and repent, man. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. And where are you at ease at? Here in America, here in Babylon, man. So when all of that ease is taken away from you, because we know women love comfort, man. Women like being in comfortable positions. They love it. But when that comfort is gone, man, all that feminism, all that pride, all that arrogance, all this, I don't need a man, yada, yada, extra bullshit is going to go completely out the window, man. You are going to be a prey, and the men are going to have the ability to do whatever they want to do to you. All you women are out here on all these social media platforms. You're on OnlyFans, you're on TikTok, you're on this, you're on that, showing your ass, showing your body, showing guys where you live. You know, you're giving your address so you can receive all these gifts and all these guys taking you out, and these simps, man. Hey, it's going to end up being a shame unto you in that day. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. You see, this is how America dwells carelessly. You women are molded right to that type of mind frame. This place has made you careless. It has made you loose. It has made you undisciplined, proud, you know, and just totally just, you know, wicked, man. But guess what? It's all going to come with a price pretty soon. It says, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Yeah, all these niggas in your DM, you got all these different simps and suckers. That, one guy you date to take you out to dinner, another guy you talk to pay your bills, another guy you talk to get your hair and your nails did, and a guy to fix your car, a guy to come through your house and hang up that picture and paint your walls. All that shit is gonna come to an end. All of this, all of this attention. You got niggas out here buying farts for $4,000 in a jar. All that OnlyFans money. That shit's all gonna just one day just be gone, just like that, man. And then what you gonna do? All right. It says, strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats. Yeah, you're gonna lament for all the goodies, all the little extra little shit you get. All of you women who just get by off of looking good and being a nice outwardly looking woman. All of the Section 8, all of the food stamps, all of the other goodies that this wicked and pussy begging society has afforded you is all going to come to a screeching halt, man. That refrigerator full of food, eating your shrimp and going out to these fancy restaurants and shit, driving these expensive and luxurious cars, all the handbags, all the laying the baby hair down, all the weaves, all the fajas, all that shit's gonna come to an end, man. And guess what? You're gonna be lamenting for all the goodies that you once had here. You're gonna be screaming and howling when this place America is shut off and all the pleasantries are gone. It says, for the pleasant fields and for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the house of joy in the joyous city, because that's ultimately, it don't work, Poppy. All that joyousness is going to come to an end. Okay? All right. Hey, and not only our women, but a lot of our men, too. They're in that spirit of being successful here in Babylon the Great and, living high and doing all these things and you chasing the bag. You got businesses and, doing all these Instagram videos and making money and, doing all these other things. OK, thank you. All that shit is going to come to an end, man. All the partying and the bullshit is going to come to a screeching halt, man. And you all going to be out here lamenting, man. It says, because the palaces shall be forsaken, the multitude of the city shall be left, the forts and the tower shall be for dens forever, a joy of wild asses, a pasture of flocks. You see? So the Lord's going to put an end to all this bullshit, man. But, hey, like I said, you men are going to catch it too, but you women are going to catch it even worse, man. Because women are the first thing to get grabbed up and snatched up when there's lawlessness out here, man. When there's no holds bars, just, survival of the fittest, man, a lot of you women going to be out here catching bad cases, man. All of you women that didn't put the men of the Lord on child support, a lot of you women that are being demon in general to men, all of you women who scoff and mock at the men of the Lord, all you women over here always got an opinion. You talking all this shit about I need a high value man and men ain't shit. And I look at men as a play toy and I need an equal and we're equal. All man, wait till that day come, man. See, the Lord's preparing this day for all of you proud ass women that are out there, man. And the Lord got something for each and every last one of you, man. All you women that talk shit, you're going to get tread down like the mire of the street. And you men as well, man. But mostly you women, when times like this happen, man. All of you women who over here thinking that, you over here not trying to give no man no ass. Well, guess what? Days gonna come where he ain't gonna be asking no more. He's just gonna be taking it, man.
Start coming in from India with the medications. We're going to see what the result of that is going to be. We have the highest rate of these crazy active shooter scenarios. We have the highest rates of incarceration in the United States. And we're among the most infertile. And did I mention that we have the largest militaries in the world? I think I did. But you get the picture. We're not nearly as moral as we think. And that's going to become really evident when the wells run dry, okay? When the rivers start to dry up and there ain't enough stuff to go around, people are going to realize their true animal nature because it's going to occur to them. Maybe these countries over here, maybe they're not as immoral as we thought, these theocracies in the middle.
Another precept. All right. We've been telling you, Jakes, this, man. It's been falling on deaf ears, but you know how niggas are, man. Niggas gonna want to get it when it's too late, man. When it's too late. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. It says, no. Yeah, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what happens when all hell is breaking loose, man. When there's no law and order out here on the streets. You know, people's course of action is going to stand in their own hands. It's going to be the survival of the fittest, man. You know, they're not going to be. It's not going to be any laws to govern these people out here, and we already know that the majority of our people, they don't govern themselves by the laws and the commandments of the Most High. They don't walk in the spirit and the fear of the Lord, so they're going to be a law unto themselves in that day, man. You know, and it's going to be nothing's going to be off the table, man. Everything is going to be on the table. I mean, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Yeah. You know, they're going to take whatever they want, food, water, even your wife, or even even your daughter, if she looked good enough. So how much more all of you big BBL booty, independent women with your own houses, your own apartments, all you real fancy, bad boss bitches. What are y'all going to do in that day, man? All right. You ain't going to have no man sitting there catering to you and kissing your ass and having to play the game to say, to act how you want him to act just so he can get some of that stinking ass. And that day, he just going to take it. He ain't going to ask. He ain't going to have to, do all of the bullshit and front and try to spit game at you. There ain't going to be no game in that day. You're going to be the game. And they're going to be hunting y'all asses, man. You're going to see a lot of women out here running and screaming and hiding in the dens, hiding in the clefts of the rocks, hiding under bridges like trolls. You women going to be shut up in them little, you got them high-rise apartments. A lot of you going to be hiding in the trunk of those Mercedes and your Teslas and all those expensive cars you got just to keep niggas off your asses in that day, man. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see, it's going to be great tribulation out here, man. People just going to be not knowing what the hell to do. And you're also going to have a whole lot of people dying from suicides, man. You're going to have people who just going to, not want to deal with this shit going on and just blow their brains out, man. They're gonna be like, that's gonna be the easiest way to go. It's just to kill myself, man. A lot of these women, you're gonna get raped like you're riding a carousel, and then you're gonna find like a knife or something, and you just gonna end it. A lot of these men are just gonna end it. All these tough gangsters, these the gang banging ass Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans who think they're the hardest nigga on the block. Hey, when worse come to worse, it says the mighty men are going to cry like women in those days, man. Why the Lord said, why does he see every man with his hand on his loins like a woman in travail? A lot of you niggas going to be broken down to your brake pads, man. All of that gangster shit, all of this, thinking you a thug and letting all this rap music influence you, believe that you some hitter and you a goon and you this, that, and all that shit's gonna go out the window in that day. All you niggas gonna be crying like bitches as well. All right? The Lord's gonna totally let the shit fly out here, man.
Overseas in the Middle East,
Couple more
and these
minutes of this.
dictators that have to manage their populations in a different way than we do in the democratic West. Okay, maybe we're gonna realize that our abundant mindset, our way of thinking, which is solely due to money printing, by the way. We live in a service-based economy where we don't really create anything anymore. We print money and we buy stuff from other countries that make stuff with that money because we have the petrodollar that we're enforcing with all the aircraft carriers around the world. But that is ending. That period is definitely ending. Now, what has happened in the Western mindset is that we've conditioned ourselves, like I said, to believe that we have this a heightened sense of morality, which is owed to nothing more than abundance. And a guy named David Worcester wrote a book called Shrinking the Earth. And his thesis in this book is that the fundamental delusion of the American psyche, and by American I mean North American, South American, Central American, any imperialist, colonialist mindset, is that stuff is endless and infinite, and that we can continuously, conspicuously consume stuff to our heart's content to the bitter end, and it is going to go on and on and on forever. We assume, because we've always been conditioned to believe that the sky is the limit, the American dream, that stuff is never going to run out, that we will never lose our morality, and this is in doubt.
Right. See, and this is the majority of our people, man. They're caught up in this, in this, American fucking nightmare, which they call a dream, man, which is not a dream, and it's gonna come to a screeching halt, man. And all of you niggas, relying and trusting in Esau, trusting in this government, and not putting your spirit in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hey, man, the day is gonna come to where you're gonna wish you had hearkened into the prophets, you had repented, you got right with the heavenly, with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and separated yourselves from Babylon the Great in the ways of this world, man. Because all of you jakes, you're all without an excuse, because you've all came across this word. You came across the men of the Lord. You know what we're out there prophesying about. You know what we're out there preaching about. But since, you figure that the Lord ain't going to profit you, because right now you still profiting here, being wicked and being a damn demon and being caught up in this system, that the day was never come to where, you trusting in this place would be your downfall. But hey, the Lord got everything covered, man. This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek ye the Lord, man. You see? And that's why it's going to be your downfall, man. Like right now, you can still be a demon. You can still, go out here and be a Babylonian and live your Babylonian life, man. But the day is going to come to where it's all going to come to a screeching halt, man. This is what this guy is saying. This is what the Canadian prepper is telling you is about to happen, which we've been telling you for years, that the American dollar was going to crash. It's going to be martial law and troops out here. It is going to turn the lights off. Famine, death, and destruction, and perplexity and confusion was all going to be happening here in Babylon the Great, man. But you niggas ain't take heed. You didn't listen. Let me jump down here. This is verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men, which is the so-called white man. He's nothing but a man. He ain't in control of jack shit, man. It says, and not God, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall, and they shall all fail together. And that's what's going to happen here in Babylon the Great in that day, man. Which the Lord is putting the spirit on these elites to ultimately to collapse this place and to bring this anarchy and collapse. It's all really Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. He's just using Esau and these elites to to orchestrate it and to bring it, so that they think that they can bring in this new world order, man. But it's really the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and a lot of the death and destruction and famine and chaos and suicides and all the ill shit that's about to happen during those times is all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And we've been telling you this, man. But Jake don't want to listen. Jake don't want to prepare. Well, hey, guess what? When these days come, you're going to feel the wrath and the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And those of us, Lord willing, we're of the household of faith, the elect. The Lord is going to deliver us out of it. The Lord is going to he's going to be our guide, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that, and then I'm going to close this out. This is why we're putting our investments and all of our trust in the Lord, man. The hell of what Esau got going, the hell of what these people is talking about. Hey, we trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler, which is going to be a weapon against all of the shit that's going to happen, man. The wisdom and knowledge. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by the day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. See? And this is what, the elect have to look forward to during these turbulent times and the time of judgment, man. The Lord's going to come through in the clutch. He's going to deliver us. He's going to be with us. He's going to work with our minds and our spirits to protect us, our family, our children, to make it through all of this great terror that's coming, here on this planet Earth, man. And 2/3 of our people, this is, hey, the Lord is making this happen so that you can be judged through this, man. That you can be destroyed through it. Those of you who are, it's your walk to go out through this shit. You're going to be trampled underfoot and taken out, man. So I'll try. If I remember, I'll put this video in the description. Brothers can watch it. You can do lessons on it if you like. But yeah, this is just the times that we're entering into, and this shit is at the door. It's approaching very quickly. So our people better get right, repent, and do what they got to do to be delivered from all of these, man. But the rest of the 2/3 of you, man, hey, when it comes, hey, man, we'll see you on the other side, man. So hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until the next video, Shalom.